Dream Interpretation. Deemer 4. Dated 27 September 2023. Interpretation by Masood Saeed. Assalamu alaikum, brother. In my dream, there is some sort of occasion. I think it is somewhere else, and I may be visiting there. My brother's wife is putting mehndi on people. My brother's wife bought the house with me, and we all live in the same house. My husband asks her to put mehndi on his feet, which she does. He is wearing a cream or off-white salwar kameez and looks smart. She is wearing a short black kameez with red trousers. Her hair is loose and a big mess, very frizzy. When I see her touching my husband's feet, I feel much anger towards her and my husband. I feel I cannot say anything because so many people are present. I do not think they noticed I was there, and I saw they were both nervous as if they knew it was wrong. But they were acting as if it were normal. They both wanted it, but were acting as if it were innocent. When my husband sees me, he loosens his body to look very relaxed. He has been caught doing an immoral act and is trying to look more innocent to cover up his crime. So I leave the room they are in. My husband came to me after I left to show me the mehndi the sister-in-law has done on his feet. It looks half finished and ugly like an amateur has done it. I do not say anything to my husband. He seems nervous when he asks me, but acts as if I better not be upset about it. Like underneath, he is angry because he can see I am upset. He does not want me to tell him I am upset. I sense a guilty consciousness in him, like he knows it is wrong but does not want me to say it is. However, I feel enraged. I leave the room. I then see my brother's wife, who put mehndi on my husband, and she asks me if I liked the mehndi she did. She is trying to act smiley and innocent, but she looks very nervous and afraid of me. She also tries to walk away from me, avoiding looking at me as if she has something to hide. She knows I am angry and does not want to face me. I try to act cool and try to say in a polite way that she should not have done this. She is nervously laughing, saying my husband asked her to do it. I get furious, telling her she has no right to touch my husband or put mehndi on him. She tries to walk away, saying she has done nothing wrong. I keep following her, and I begin pushing and shoving her at some point. She says she will leave the house we all live in with her children because I'm accusing her of something bad. Because many people are in the house, they begin to see what is happening. My mother is there, but she seems shocked but does not say anything. She seems to be pleading with me, with her eyes to stop. I see my husband. I am sure he is aware that I have confronted my brother's wife. I see that he is seeing things with anger underneath, but is acting normal so that no one notices how angry he is. By this time, I have lost control of my emotions. I confront him, demanding to know why he asked her to put mehndi on his feet. He is saying it is no big deal, and it is none of my business because he wanted mehndi done. He is partly trying to defend her, even though he does not say it. I sense he is concerned for her because he knows I will continue to challenge her. Part of his anger is towards me because I was spoiling things for him. I tell him that I find this very intimate thing between them and that I am disgusted with him. I think I left the room, and I could not find him afterwards, so I think he has left. He is making the point that he has left me. I see my sister sitting with my mom, so I go over to them as I feel grief and pain. Before I can sit down to tell them, my sister throws red nail varnish over me on purpose. Some of it lands on her as well. She gets up to leave. She looks very angry with me, so I follow her. I tell her she may have tried to ruin my outfit, but she ruined her own as well. She told me I had no right to behave the way I did. It was not my sister-in-law's fault because my husband asked her to do it. She says I had made a big deal out of it for no reason, and I had embarrassed my sister-in-law and husband for no reason. She tells me she does not want to hear anything I have to say, and that she does not want anything to do with me. I then knew that my brother's wife had been speaking to her to get her on my side. So I find my sister-in-law, and I start slapping her and swearing at her. I no longer care about people hearing and watching. At some point, I see my older sister sitting by my mom talking to her, but she leaves. The way she looks at me, I see she is feeling awful for me because she knows I am in the right. The more I strike my sister-in-law, the more she becomes emboldened. She shows that my husband is on her side and my sister. Therefore, she does not care what I say or do. Everything is ruined, and I wake up. The Islamic dream interpreter Masood Saeed replies, Wa alaikum assalam. Interpreting a dream involves many factors, including the individual's personal, emotional, and spiritual state. In Islamic tradition, dream interpretation is often considered a spiritual gift, and interpretations can vary widely. Your detailed dream is quite complex, encompassing emotions of anger, betrayal, and public confrontation. Here are some general themes and possible interpretations. Conflict and betrayal. Your dream indicates a feeling of betrayal and conflict, particularly involving close family members. This could symbolize underlying tensions or unresolved issues that may need addressing. 2. Emotions and anger. The intense emotions and anger depicted in the dream might suggest suppressed feelings that need expression or resolution. In Islamic teachings, managing and controlling one's anger is highly emphasized, and your dream might be an outlet for these strong emotions. 3. Public scrutiny. The public nature of the confrontations in the dream may indicate a fear of public judgment or concern about the opinions of others. 4. Relationships. There seems to be a focus on relationships between you and your husband and you and your brother's wife. This might indicate perceived or real challenges in these relationships that are impacting your emotional well-being. 5. Seeking resolution. The dream ends with confrontation and unresolved issues. It might be an indication of a need for communication and resolution in real-life relationships to prevent the escalation of conflicts. Recommendations for addressing the dream. Reflection. Reflect on any unresolved tensions or conflicts within your family or close relationships. Consider if these are being represented symbolically in your dream. 2. Seek support. Reach out to trusted family members or friends, or consider seeking professional support to explore and address these underlying issues. 3. Spiritual connection. Engaging in prayer, seeking spiritual guidance, and connecting with Islamic teachings could provide support and direction. 4. Conflict resolution. Consider conflict resolution strategies or mediation to address underlying tensions in a respectful and constructive manner. Remember, this interpretation is quite general and speculative. Dreams are highly personal, and interpretations can vary widely. In Islam, there are hadiths and teachings advising Muslims to seek good meaning from their dreams and to seek refuge with Allah from the distressing elements.